kind of a long weekend, so how are you able to use those next 2 days after it to kind of catch up on some rest and do what you needed to do?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my first time going, so I kind of knew how to take advantage of the weekend a little bit more, rest during breaks, during appearances and things like that. So I was able to get some cat naps in there, and then after that, after Sunday after the game, I was able to get out there and get some rest and spend some family time those last 2 days, and I'm ready to go.
I know there's always a little bit of controversy about the format and everything like that, and you let your thoughts be known, but I was curious maybe what you took away from the weekend playing with some of the guys that you don't get a chance to play with.
Oh yeah, it's always great when you get to go out there and play, I mean, with some of the best players in our league, and I was a part of the global team, so it was kind of weird. They were all in the locker room. Sometimes they're talking their languages and some French, and so I'm used to it a little bit, so I got it here. But it was great, like getting to meet everybody and see everybody again. And on the court, it's always fun with those guys, so it was fun. And yeah, I mean, that's part of being All-Stars. You get to experience cool things like that.
And you had the off the back of Kyrie, the nutmeg of Steph, and then the dunk to, I think it was Victor. Just when you're going through those kind of trick plays or fun plays that you're kind of getting known for, what goes through your mind with that? What do you see, and how are you able to execute it so quickly?
I really don't understand what goes on until after the play or really after the game. It's really just all the reaction and a natural feel. Like I still remember it now. Like I remember the ball going through, or I think Kyrie threw it off the glass to himself and got a dunk. And I knew the crowd was going to be excited, and I knew he was going to kind of jog back. So I wanted to get the ball out quick, and I don't usually take the ball out. But I've thrown it off people's backs before, and I just wanted to get the ball in quick and kind of toss off his back. And if you look at it, I kind of lost it for a second. Not lost it, but was trying to find it. And as soon as I looked up, Steph was trying to pick me up at half court. And I mean, that's just a natural reaction. I mean, their legs are open and they're trying to stop me. I just throw it between their legs, and I just chased the ball, and I kind of threw it far. So if you look at it, I was running fast as hell to go get the ball. And I took a peek, and I saw a 7'5" guy by the rim, and so I just threw it up there behind my back. So that's kind of how it happened. It was just, you realize it after what you do, but when you rep things, not necessarily rep it, but just have been through so many experiences and seen so many things, it's just a reaction.
And now that, you shifted, we're past the All-Star break, there are 27 games left, and all of them matter, especially this next couple stretch. I mean, what are you guys looking to really do, especially with trying to make the most of getting in the win column and everything?
Yeah, I mean, it's just taking it one game at a time. You can't win 27 straight without winning the first one. So you gotta focus on that next one. You gotta focus on that first game, not worry about anything after that, and just take it game by game and be locked in. And we know what time it is right now. The new guys we've added, they know what time it is, and it's the final stretch of the season. We gotta be ready to go, and I feel like we will be.
You've dealt with this team having injuries time and time again, but I guess this most recent version after having Jalen, then right before the All-Star break, losing Larry and losing Veet. How do you deal with it this time around?
I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna find out. I mean, you got to stay confident. I know it's cliche. Everybody says next man up and things like that. But you gotta fight through it. You gotta give a little more, and it's everybody, not just. I mean, the guys that are replacing those guys. It's me included. Like we all gotta give a little bit more. I mean, it's frustrating. I mean, the way they got. I mean, out of the game back to back, missing the season, or I mean, possibly for one of the guys, and it's very frustrating. But at the same time, it's something, like you said, I've been through it before. We just got to take it head on and be ready to play each and every game. And can't look back now.
You mentioned the new guys when you get Karis and Terrence and George. How do you learn their games, and how do you, as kind of the leader, kind of mesh them with the rest of the team?
Well, I mean, thankfully I'm a student of the game, and I've seen those guys play for years. I mean, me and Karis, we share the same trainer, or one of them, and that was Gazelle. So I've known Karis since I think I was in like college maybe, or my rookie year, like just being around him in gyms, coming right after his workout and things like that. So like I've known Karis for years, and then I've met George actually my summer league when everybody was talking about my air balls in Utah. I was with Donovan and hanging out with him, and George was around, and I was able to meet him there. So ever since then, like I've had a pretty good relationship with George too. And then Terrence, I've known T. Lou for a long time. I'm always in LA, so I've ran into him in workouts and gyms. So I mean, I'm very comfortable with the guys that we've gotten, and I've known them for a while, and I feel like they're going to help us because they're very smart players, and they can bring a lot to our team.
Do you see it as in any way awkward or anything like that with a situation like Clint, where he was, kind of away from the team, potentially going to be traded, then he's back with you guys and potentially, playing for the rest of the season? Is there any of that situation that just is awkward or weird?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more awkward for the fan rather than us in the locker room. I think us as players, we all get it. We all understand what it. I mean, being in a trade talk or being in rumors, things like that is like. So everybody, I mean, so I don't think it's awkward within the players and things like that. I mean, for me as a point guard, as a leader, like for me, I want him to go out there and play. I mean, if anything, it helps him and his value and him going forward, getting paid and things like that. So as a point guard, you take pride in getting your teammates paid. And so, I mean, he can only help himself by playing and rather than just sitting there. So I think if he helps us and we win games, it only helps him in the long run. So I think that's a way to look at it, and I feel like that's how he's going to look at it. And us as teammates, it's not awkward around him or anything like that. He's not making it awkward either. He knows what it is, and we all know what it is for him. So it's things that he can't control, and now if he can play, and if he plays, that's going to help us, and it's going to help him in the future.
All right. Thanks, Trae.
Got you.